So why do people attend college? Well, there are many reasons, like trying to figure out which career path they should pursue, or they just want to have fun and go on an adventure. Now, there really is no wrong reason to go to college, but it's really important to know why you want to go to college, because depending on why you want to go to college will determine what you should do and what you should focus on while you're there. The first thing that all of you should know, though, is that a degree does not guarantee success or a high-paying job. Sure, there are great examples of people who went to college and achieved high success, but that's not the majority. Even if you look at the average salary of different degrees, you'll find that the degree may not matter as much. Like, for example, if you get a technical degree like engineer, it doesn't mean that you're going to be making way more money than someone with like a liberal arts degree. It just depends. Plus, some people who get degrees don't even get jobs. And the college you go to may not actually matter as much as we once thought, right? And so you look at 1 in 5 billionaires who went to college, they didn't even attend elite school. They just went to a normal one. The issue, though, is that most people think going to college is solely about what they learn from the education they receive in their courses. I mean, I thought the same thing. But the reality of it is that most of what you learn in the classroom won't be remembered or applicable. It's been reported that most college graduates won't even get a job related to their major. The bigger part of college that separates those who are successful and those who are not are those who educate themselves beyond the courses and develop key soft skills that help them create good habits, learning how to network, and identifying your expertise or what you love. Now, technically, you could gain a lot of those soft skills in other places outside of college and still be very successful. But going to college is helpful because it's like a gym when you're trying to get fit. It's a structured environment that makes it easier for you to develop these successful soft skills. Now, if you look at some really successful people who went to college, without the structure of the college environment, I'm not sure that these people would be as successful as they are today. And if they only focused on their coursework, would they have been exposed to the right things that helped them develop these soft skills that they actually needed in their life to be successful? I don't know. But you take Mark Cuban, for example. To develop his expertise of entrepreneurship, he would give disco lessons to sorority girls for $25 an hour. Or Morgan Freeman, who credits his college teacher for his famous voice delivery. Or Warren Buffett, who was mentored by a professor who was a pioneer of a unique type of investing that he adopted and used to become a billionaire himself. Or even George Lucas, who used all of the film equipment that he couldn't have possibly bought on his own to become an expert. Now, to get the most education out of the classroom, colleges are generally set up the same way. To simplify it for you, I broke down the college structure into 5 major areas. First is career exploration, networking and relationships, employment and internships, access to professionals, and finally, entrepreneurship. And you can see that I highlighted some key things that each of these areas provide you. But by getting yourself more involved and taking advantage of all these areas, you'll develop those soft skills that we mentioned earlier. And you will begin to set yourself apart from the college student masses immediately. Now, let me show you how I did this. Don't mind my photo though of being sunburnt. I was freshly out of the military, just got out of the field. But when I entered college, I was on the older side. I was 22 years old, I was a recent veteran, was newly married, and I had no clue what I should do. But because I had some age on my side, I knew college had so many ways to help me, and so I took advantage of them all. And just like the stats showed earlier, I didn't retain a whole lot from my coursework. But what I learned from the education beyond the coursework really helped me get the most out of college and develop myself. I was able to get a PhD, co-found a leadership nonprofit that is completely changing the way we educate the youth, using our proprietary no influence leadership model. Have a happy marriage with a wonderful family and become a well-connected person in my community locally and globally. Now, through the college structure, I was able to develop a more balanced life with being married, going to school and working full-time, learning how to ask for help from smart teachers, getting involved with numerous clubs, and getting hired at the #1 licensed research group at Arizona State University at the time. That was our research group, by the way. That eventually led me to meet so many professionals to learn from and gain countless mentors who, help me figure out who I am and what my expertise is and how to live a successful life. And best of all, grow a network of lifelong friends that some I don't even work with, but I have, become very close with, and they become great resources to me now. Now, if you're watching this video and you're thinking, yeah, I'm not convinced, college is still not for me. Or maybe you're the total opposite. Well, my goal for this video is not to promote one path to success, because what I have found in life is that there isn't one. But I wanted to share what I learned on how to get the most out of college should you choose to attend. Remember, it's not about the coursework. That is not where the gold is at. It's the education beyond the coursework that will help you develop the most. So get involved, join a club, talk with teachers, join a research group, shadow a professor, right? Talk with your peers and learn from them. And if this is hard for you, that's okay, because it's hard for a lot of people, and it was hard for me. But do yourself a favor and get comfortable making changes that will actually lead you to a more successful and happy life. It actually does get easier, I promise. Do this, and I guarantee that you won't regret it. And remember the old saying, what doesn't change remains the same.